As I said, it's indeed my honor to introduce several other of our vice chancellors and individuals who are partners with this. And if I could please introduce Professor Oma. Do you care to say any words at all, Professor, regarding Professor Oma Kanjabo? Do you want to come up or just want to speak there?
My background is library information science, since I happen to be part of the standing committee of NME ICT. In fact, Joint Secretary will be speaking about NME ICT, but the plan is in fact to take it forward, like what is happening, that 3 areas the National Mission on Education through ICT is working. One is working on the connectivity, that is providing broadband connectivity to universities and colleges. Second is access devices. I think you have heard about the Akash tablet, that $35 thing, that around 100,000 tablets were distributed to college students in engineering and technology, and they are planning in a big way to go with the version 4 in the recent, they are planning to go in recent years, in fact. Apart from that, the major area that is happening is the e-content development. We had, in fact, it started a way back in 2002 with the development of NPTEL program, where engineering and technology content were developed, and it's very popular, and world over it's being accessed, in fact. And apart from that, we have institutions like CEC and UGC. They have come up with undergraduate and postgraduate courses. But what NME ICT is now planning is moving towards developing content in cluster areas. Funding has been given to social sciences, humanities and arts, medical sciences, and now, in fact, that's the what Dr. Dilip was referring to, that agriculture we are going to add on. We are planning to go in for a content development in that area, and also how we take it forward as a partnering for the NVA as well as the MOOCs platform that can be provided for. In fact, there are a number of interesting projects under NME ICT. One is this Talk to a Teacher program, which actually goes in for the teachers training program. 10,000 teachers training program it's known as, and so far they have used, they have trained around 70,000 teachers. And they are using the web conferencing facility, which is also in-house developed. That AVU platform is being developed for under this NME ICT, which is being used for that purpose. Then we have spoken tutorials, around 500 spoken tutorials. I think that's another technology we should explore for developing the content in the agriculture area also. We should look into that. Even experiments with virtual lab, where IIT Delhi, partnering with other IITs, they have developed around 100 virtual labs, both simulation based and remotely triggered labs, in fact. And also there are experiments in robotics in education. So number of areas have been covered, and a lot of innovative programs are coming. And in fact, 25th of September, there's going to be in a big way launch of the MOOCs, India MOOCs they're calling. And I think the agriculture cluster and the proposal from ICRISAT will be part of it in future. That's what we are looking forward to.
Thank you for sharing perspectives from other areas that have been successful. And we are really only limited today by what we're going to be doing by our imagination of where our innovation can take us so that we can impact and help those farmers around the world. So indeed, as I said, we are very delighted that our member institutions who are going to be partners with us are able to be here today. And I'd like to introduce the Vice Chancellor, Professor Ramaswamy. If you could please make some comments.
Esteemed Director General, ICRISAT, learned colleagues, it's a pleasure to share some of our experiences with education in this country. No doubt, any new thing is always acceptable for India. We are number one in accepting all those things. But at the same time, I should thank Michigan State University, which gave us the precision farming and the supply chain management, which has helped our farmers to export banana and guava. Likewise, I can list so many things. Let me start with the NMICT. There are two types of support they started. First, they asked us to pay 10 lakhs. The remaining amount will be paid in stages. And then all of a sudden the knowledge mission came in and they first advanced 40 lakhs. And then they asked that in future you have to pay 10 lakhs each year. Both are contradictory. If you are really interested to give the educational support to the university, then you please strictly follow at least one part of the rule. In this country, anybody can do anything and there is no regulation at all. This cannot go for long. I'm really painful to indicate. See, you have Sakshat in your network. The Sakshat network, you please open the website. What is that excepting the mathematics and engineering component? What else is there in this country? Or the other part is not associated with the education? And the total amount of money you are giving for BSNL itself is so much. But you take all the educational institutions, what is the level of contribution from the BSNL and the other ICT supported machinery in this country? I am really painful in indicating some of the educational divide what we are facing today. The UGC claims 10 plus 2 plus 3 plus is required. Without that, you cannot get a degree. And you started the vocational program in this country. It is meant for getting the certificate or diploma and then enter into the job market. Then you brought in 5%, 10% reservation in the higher studies. They can also enter because you trained them only in tools and technique without the scientific basis. Then you are also allowing them to come into the higher studies. And because of this, what has happened? The diploma candidates from the engineering, they entered into the second year, they completed the BE, and then they came for masters. Today, the quality of engineering education has gone down. Because in this country, anything on education is certificate, diploma, and degree based. Once they get these things, immediately they will ask for employment. With the political system in this country, everybody is eligible for everything. So, what is the fun of running the university? What is the fun of running the research institute? The research institute is meant for tools and techniques and developing the innovative processes. All of a sudden you say that this research institute is converted as university and they can always become a deemed university or this university or that university or niche university. You name several universities. And are they having the classroom? Are they have the multiple equipments to train the students? It is not. So in that concept, this system will be good. But for whom it is good? It is for the knowledge delivery and those who are interested in equipping themselves. The moment you give a certificate and a degree and then you allow them to go to next level. Today UGC has already given some circulation to all the universities. From 7th standard they can always diversify. They can complete 3 years in the diploma. After completing this diploma, they can come to BS and they can get that degree in 5 years. But imagine what is happening in this country. A person with a 4-year degree can get an admission in PhD in all the developing country. When they go there, they complete in 3 years and then come back. Nobody questions them. He is a PhD and ICR is welcoming 37% of the candidates. You come directly. What has happened? The UGC said 10 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3. 2 years has gone. And what is the divide that we are introducing into this country? Please realize all these things. If it is for knowledge sake, we will do it, sir. But please realize this country needs only technicians. We don't need blue collar job generating system. We are saturated with those things. You please assess what is the total number of PhDs running on so many institutions looking for job and other things. This country has not developed the postdoctoral system at all. The research comes only from them. Younger generation, after completing PhD, immediately they have to go for postdoctoral system. You can continue for 20 years in a postdoctoral system in America. Where is the possibility in India? Who supports that one? Even teaching assistantship is not available in this country. You take any university, 40% of the posts are still vacant. And you want to run the universities and you want to open up such a system, then I'm really sorry DDG is sitting here. In one side, ICR is also diluting the education. On the other side, you want to also provide some of the additional tools and techniques. I sincerely say that, sir, these are difficulties I am placing before you. I am not against anything. I am here to use those things. Tamil Nadu is the first state to implement all the open system. We are closely working with the Open University of Tamil Nadu. We have signed the MOU. We are also going to have 20 community colleges. We have already used ICT for extension. 2 state districts are using that one, Tiruchi district and Vellore district. Already we have expanded. For your kind information, this tool and one more additional certified seed or quality seed supply in a district can improve the yield or double the yield in a year. This we have seen. So there are positive things, but please don't try to combine the university education with that of the other knowledge delivery system. There is a very big difference between the structured university education and the knowledge delivery system. Anybody can always deliver the knowledge. Anybody, and this agriculture today, anybody can talk on agriculture. Anybody can become a consultant in agriculture. Can any doctor be replaced? Can any veterinarian be replaced? Can any management consultant can be replaced? Only in agriculture, anybody can come, anybody can advise, anybody can do it. Please do it, please, for anything. I will give you one simple example. With very much of hard work, all the institutions, even international agencies, give only contingency for the university. The university pays the full salary of the knowledge delivery system. When we share the knowledge, spend so much of time, develop the tools and techniques, when we give the e-courses, somebody takes the printout, he never even acknowledges this one, circulates for 75 rupees and 125 rupees. This is what is happening in this country. Where is the checks and balances? Whenever you do something, please put some copyright or something like that so that the information what you are providing should be quantifiable. At least we can have the right to say that we have invested our brain in that one. Otherwise, the open system is always good everywhere. You are not diluting your nature. You are not diluting your pants. You are not diluting your science. But there are open journals. Please realize that one. So please retain the universities in the highest level and dilute your knowledge through the other system. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your perspective and enlightening us, particularly me, on some of the political aspects here in India. They do sound a lot like what we talk about in the U.S. also. So I'm very honored to introduce another partner, the Vice Chancellor from the University of Horticultural Sciences, Dr. L. Messiar. Do you want to come up, please? Thank you. As he's coming up too, I heard a word today that you spoke a lot about knowledge, and I'm going to give you a little riddle. I think I already gave you the answer. But what is one thing that we can give away and still hang on to? Knowledge.
Respected Director General of ICRISAT, respected delegates over here. At the outset, let me thank the organizers for having given this opportunity for an amateur university like ours. Well, in the state of Karnataka, as against now, more than about 6 agricultural universities, ours is the the youngest one. We are now into the year of 6th, and we have more than 8 horticultural colleges, and the student to faculty ratio is something around 1:10. I'm sure that so far the slogan of agriculture theme was farmers first. With this particular initiative, now we feel that universities are first for the agriculture education. So with that context, now we are quite open for this type of new innovations, and I'm sure that to address the the agriculture one agriculture and one science theme, I'm sure that we have a responsibility of addressing both the major stakeholders like that of the students from the academic front and from the researchers and the extension from the other front. Where as far as the agriculture education is concerned, for the students it becomes academic support, whereas for the agriculture entrepreneurs and researchers it becomes a field support and it is a sort of practitioners support. Well, we are quite new to this and we are looking for a greater support to address both the faculties, both the entrepreneurs like that of the students as well as the the practitioners in the field. As far as this particular course and this MOOC plan is mooted, I'm sure that at a point of time we have to take into cognizance as to how these programs are going to address the issues like skill development and translation of skills. Sir, in the state like Karnataka, for the promotion of this research and extension activities, all of you are aware that we had programs like Lab to Land and other programs like training and visits. I still do not know as to how we can able to adopt these things to supplement those programs. Maybe they have been called in different names now. Maybe you have to even give some exclusive emphasis as to how this could be of some relevance to the skill-oriented and skill translation issues. And the challenges of the sector is now towards the entrepreneurs development. Now in that context, now it is a time for the university like ours and maybe for others also, as to how we can able to bring in an effective and a healthy networking with institutions like maybe NAM, with Manage or ICRISAT or with ICR. Maybe that's where we look for a healthy match of these issues to be taken note of for a university like ours, wherein we do not have so much of faculty strength to go with. So we are looking forward to adopt this MOOC system to supplement and support this staff deficiency or faculty deficiency, and also we look forward for sort of cross fertilization of the the expertise available in different institutes. So maybe the institutions like NAM and Manage and other ICR institute, I'm sure that they are going to guide us in taking this move further into the promotional folds. And other issue what we would like to flag in this particular program is now with the leadership initiative by the ICRISAT, now we do look forward for sort of hands-on support for for initial periods, so that this new concept required to be really grounded into the professionals, so that over a period of time, not only the officials or the persons in the helm of affairs should appreciate, even at the ground level and the grassroots level, to all the practitioners should be able to appreciate it. Maybe those are our little expectations. I'm sure that the initiatives led by ICRISAT, which is one of the core institute, I'm sure that the expertise from the team of Dilip Kumar and other members, including ICR, I'm sure that we are looking forward for a great support for this particular initiative and for the promotion of horticulture in the state. Let us not look this particular promotion as an academic institute or academic support alone. Should be even extended to the beyond the academics, like into the professionals, into the skill-oriented programs, and into the entrepreneur part of it. So with this, I thank the organizers for having given this opportunity and to share our thoughts, and also to expect that you're going to help us to launch these new initiatives in the universities like ours. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have the Vice Chancellor from Shamir Kameshmir University of Agriculture Sciences and Technology of Jammu, Dr. Pradeep Sharma. To come up, please.
Good morning, all of you. Today we are discussing here a very important topic, one agriculture and one science. And in fact, we are discussing that the whatever knowledge we have with us, are we going to generate, must be shared with masses in just a moment. Before I share my views on the topic, first of all, I would appreciate the concern shown by my colleague Dr. Ramaswamy. I fully endorse his views, and I believe that whatever model has been presented this morning here, and it has been told that it has been already tested in Michigan University and Florida and other places. While we look with respect to the Indian conditions, probably we are working at the two different dimensions. Social aspects, the educational aspects, and the savviness of the people with the ICTs. But I don't say that ICT should not be introduced here. Of course, yes, because this is a new tool and ICT must be introduced in Indian conditions as well. But the dimensions are different. So at the speed we are moving in developed countries, probably in Indian context, we have to move little slowly, because now here it's a transitionary phase. And if I look at the faculty status of our universities, all the senior people, they are not as savvy with all these ICTs and other things as they are with as the younger generations. Of course, 1-year-old child, he may be more savvy with the ICTs and other using laptops and other things. But the senior colleagues, they have to be put into it first. Let us target our younger generation, the young scientists who are coming, young teachers who are coming in the universities. Of course, they are very well trained with this, and they feel like playing with all these tools, and for them probably it's easy to enter into the system. But the main concern here with the Indian context is we have to define the target for whom we are developing these courses or this material. Dr. Ramaswamy was very nicely presented the Indian situation. I will not go into the detail of that, but I must emphasize here that whenever we develop a program, we must know what is our target. Is it undergraduate person? Is it unemployed youth? Is it a farmer? Is it a the SMS? Or are we going to train the trainers? Or are we preparing these courses for the graduate courses or postgraduate courses for the degrees? Because the two things have not to be confused, because this program is already in vogue in India also. If I remember correctly, for last 5-6 years through NAIP, e-courses have been developed, and some courses were developed in Tamil Nadu Agriculture University for the extension workers probably, and I also delivered few lectures in that on water management. But the dimension is different. If we have to target the unemployed youth, that means our focus is that they have to be made entrepreneurs, and for them the course content is totally different. If we are targeting the trainees, the trainers, if we want to train the trainers, then our course content has to be different, because then we have to view these things differently. If we are preparing these courses for our graduate and postgraduate students, then the course content has to be different. That means it's a regular process, it's a dynamic process, and regularly the course contents have to be updated. Taking into consideration, such a diversity in agriculture system here, well, it's a gigantic task, of course. But I don't say that, again, we have not to enter into this. Of course, this is a very good opportunity that we must make use of it. The information technology explosion, whatever is going on in other sectors, in agriculture also, it must be there. But definitely, the important point is that how are we going to address the issue of the target? That is very important. If we put all this material like in the YouTube or Facebook or something like that, even in the Wikipedia you can have a lot of information on agriculture, but it's a very general kind of thing. If we want to have a general information, we can always open the internet and find a lot of information on the Wikinet itself, Wikipedia. But if we are preparing these courses, the material for the courses for the undergraduate courses or postgraduate courses and so on and so forth. We have to be very specific in that, and we have to be dynamic and keep on changing all the time to put in the new information in that. Now, as far as our university is concerned, we are pro. I'm with you, and I wish that this technology is used in the universities. I was thinking that when Dilip in the morning said that we are actually targeting the classrooms without walls, probably true in some sense, but as I said, if we are targeting our the material for the postgraduate students, they have to be organized in some walls, maybe in different universities or anywhere. Maybe the number of rooms is more, okay, but it has to be in the four walls again. But when we talk of the classrooms without walls, then that is a information for the extension workers. That's the general information. But if you are targeting for the degree programs, then we have to be within the rooms. Of course, the classrooms with walls, the classrooms may be enormous. The number could be increased. So as I said, as far as my institute is concerned, we can definitely contribute in this endeavor. I'm for it, and we can contribute in terms of our, the SMS, the subject matter specialists, and we can participate wholeheartedly in this. But again, I would say that whenever this program is launched in India, the target, that is my prime focus, has to be fixed. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much for your comments about audience segmentation. That's going to be a very important part as we go forward to ensure that we're always meeting the learner's needs at the learner's level. And as we talked about and we heard about the aspects of many different audiences as we're going forward. So I'd like to thank our vice chancellors and our sponsors and our partners here today because you've brought up some very important parts, very important aspects that we need to be considering. We heard a lot about your aspirations and dreams as to what this can be, and we certainly hope that when we are here a year from now celebrating, that we will begin to just really realize the potential of what we're talking about today and the impact that it is going to be able to make on people's lives across the world. So thank you all very much for your partnerships, for your comments and your perspectives this morning.